right, sports fans, welcome to another night of football here at Taraska Stadium, where your Arrowhead Warhawks are taking on the Pewaukee Pirates in Classic 8 action. It's a great night here in Arrowhead. We have Chief Night, we have Hawkfest, we have a great football game for you tonight. I am Ryan Andrews, joined in the booth by Michelle Verkler and Andy Johnson. Michelle and Andy, how we doing?
It's good to be back. The seat's a little warm from last week.
I don't know how that could be because it was very cold last week.
It was hard to watch from home, but the fill-ins, Ben and Kyle, did a great job. I'm just excited for another great Classic 8 matchup here between Pewaukee and Arrowhead.
If you all are maybe watching the game before heading out and trying to figure out what to wear, the theme is USA. Everyone's wearing red, white, and blue, and in a little bit you'll be able to see the beautiful and enormous American flag, courtesy of the, I believe, Heartland Fire Department.
Yeah, it's a great touch on this time of year as we obviously remember 24 years ago what happened and kind of how sports kind of got us back going again and why we're thankful for nights like tonight. We got the warm weather, we got a Friday night, you got the student section rocking the red, white, and blue.
You have two communities coming together to watch football.
Two close communities, two storied programs as well, Ryan. Different divisions. Pewaukee generally in that Division 3, Arrowhead Division 1. Pewaukee is in their last year here in the Classic 8. We all have a lot of respect for what they have built over the years. I'm sure they're getting ready to get out of the Classic 8 as sometimes it's hard to compete when it's just a numbers game, Ryan. And as I said, Division 3, you have a lot of guys that are going to play both ways for Pewaukee. Very talented group. They're going to be some big boys starting the D-line and O-line. But what it comes down to with a school Arrowhead having just a larger number, when you can two platoon, you have starters on defense, starters on offense, can Pewaukee stay in it and keep up with that Arrowhead team in the depth that they bring?
Yep, we have, in the newest rankings, Arrowhead is ranked number 1, which is great, represented highly in the standings due to their 3-0 start. And I'm just really excited to see what we have coming tonight. It should be a great game.
Yeah, I think, rightfully so ranked number 1. They've had great non-conference wins over Marquette week 1 and then Neenah week 2. And Neenah had just come off a thrilling victory over Muskego in the first week. So they knocked off our big-time rival Muskego by 1 point. So 2 great wins and kind of started this team off in the right direction. Pewaukee coming in at 2-1. They had 2 non-conference wins, which was big for them in order to make the playoffs. And then they, came in the Classic 8 schedule and lost to Muskego 49-7. So we'll see what tonight brings. See what kind of start our offense can get off to. Michelle, I know you were workshopping a nickname for our celebrated senior running back, Jacob Seiner.
I don't know that we've finalized that nickname yet.
Right, I'm not sure if you heard this. It was a playoff of Jukebox Hero, Jump Cut Hero. What do you think?
Yards in his eyes.
I don't think we have to worry about anyone copywriting that, so I think we go full throttle. It's enough of a difference that we can use it.
And he has been off to a fast start. He's our leading rusher, Jacob Seiner, our jump cut hero. He's got 283 yards this season, 4 TDs. I've heard a lot of coaches, when they reference not only him, but our whole offense, they're track stars. There is speed all over the field. If you had opportunity to watch any of Arrowhead play this year, you know that once some of these guys have the ball in their hands, they can take it to the house no matter where they are in the field or who's around them. We've seen Jacob be in a crowded area, and he can make guys miss, and he can then use that speed and just accelerate past people. And another one of those guys on the perimeter, Ryan Hyman, is a senior wideout who has elite speed. And these teams, when they're getting ready for Arrowhead, they know they're fast. But until you get around it and see it, it's really hard to prepare. So they have that explosive nature, whereas Pewaukee's going to come in and they're going to try and just really rely on their rushing attack. They don't throw the ball around a lot. For them to be successful, they would love to have these long 15, 16 play drives where they methodically moved it down the field, eat up clock, and keep that Arrowhead track star offense on the sidelines. So we'll see if they can execute that game plan. They want to limit possessions for Arrowhead, keep Pewaukee's offense out there for as long as possible. But Michelle, Ryan, that's pretty hard to do when you got number 0 on the defense for Arrowhead.
Sure is.
Yeah, and you know what? If he needs a break, there's a lot more offensive firepower, like you mentioned, on the sideline ready to come in. Jabari Craig, Ryan Hyman. Harper Hughes, a star wide receiver, I believe, is still out this week. Is that correct, you guys?
That is correct.
Another week. We'll see how he progresses, but yeah, he'll be out this week.
Please enjoy as they play our state song, Wisconsin. This time we'd like to welcome the Pewaukee Pirates.
And here come the Pirates.
And you can just see, visually, Ryan, Michelle, and again, I have nothing but respect for Pewaukee, but as they run out with their roster, and then as you watch Arrowhead run out with their tunnel and their roster, you'll just see that large discrepancy in numbers.
At this time, please welcome your 6-time state champion, 7-time state runner-up, Arrowhead football Warhawks.
Here come the Warhawks.
Luckily for Pewaukee, you can only play with 11 people on the field at a time, so it doesn't matter what happens between the lines.
And now please sing along with our band as they perform the Arrowhead fight song. Mr. Ryan Meisel, and Mr. Jacob Polensich.
Alright, those fireworks are telling me it is time for this game to get going. I saw the coin toss happening, but I did not catch what happened. Did you guys notice?
Arrowhead won, deferred second half, so they'll be kicking off to the south end zone. So we'll get a chance to see Arrowhead's defense that has been playing outstanding this year, led by senior number 0, Brendan Foley, a West Point football recruit. And so we'll see what that unit can do flying around. Obviously, we had a great victory through the court system last week. Tristan Seidel, is that?
Seidel, I believe.
Tristan Seidel is also playing for his second week in a row, which really helps that defensive line gain some depth and experience.
Look for Arrowhead to actually do some more 4-man front formations instead of the 3-man front to get him in a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Pewaukee is known to be a primary running offense, so adding that fourth guy in the D-line just to make sure you have guys in the gap to try and prevent that is a great game plan. You must have an inside source there, Michelle.
I will never reveal my sources.
All right, we had a short return there. Pewaukee's going to start at the 18-yard line.
Good kick, good return, some chippiness there. You know, there's these two towns are close, and so don't let Pewaukee's D3 tag fool you. They are going to come out. They're a prideful bunch, and they are going to try and control the line of scrimmage to start here.
All right, 1st and 10 here for the Pirates. And it is going to be a very nice defensive play there to get things started for the Warhawks.
Absolutely. Swarming. When you have 4 or 5 Arrowhead jerseys on the ball carrier, you know they're fired up. Playing like they're inspired by that Packers defense there on Thursday night. Maybe Micah Parsons' trade is affecting more than just the Packers team. Maybe it's inspiring all the way down here at the Arrowhead level. But the defense is fired up.
Absolutely.
I love a defense with a good personality.
Benji Weiss hands it off, and again, this run is very short.
Yeah, right off the bat, you're seeing Arrowhead really control that line of scrimmage. Pewaukee is getting 0 push off the line. In fact, getting blown up in the backfield. And Tristan making his presence felt right away. Very happy for that young man that he's out there on a Friday night being able to play football with his team.
3rd and 8 here. Dauberstein rolling
Oh,
back.
number 0.
Big sack.
Oh, it's in a fumble too, but recovered by Pewaukee. Ladies and gents, if you want to figure out where the ball is, just keep your eyes locked on number 0 because he'll be around it all evening. Came in on a blitz there and shot out of a cannon, and that play had zero chance of working with 0 in the quarterback's face, making it a punt here for Pewaukee. Great start by the defense.
Yeah, 4th and 25. I mean, hard to imagine it going better.
It's a different story than the last week's game where West's first blocked.
Oh my!
Got away.
Reggie Weiss has to scramble.
What a play just to get out of the end zone, but that's going to be a turnover. The punter did an amazing job for Pewaukee just to get out of the end zone, make a couple people miss, but swarmed and everything going right for Arrowhead. This is a night and day difference start. Waukesha West had a long drive that ended in a touchdown last week, and then the defense sort of figured it out. I assume that the coaches all week talked about fast start, and
They have.
they have been. They will be happy with that start for the defense and the offense now with a short field, seeing if they can punch it in.
Arrowhead was definitely looked to score first in this game because they have not been doing that. They've been playing from behind.
All right, handoff to Jabari Craig. Looks like a 4-yard gain on the play.
Jabari Craig on the carry. Gain of 3.
Arrowhead's offense is more of that balanced pass run. They have a great junior quarterback in Nolan Hansen who has 400 yards throwing already. A lot of playmakers on the edge, but make no doubt the run game is as explosive as the pass game.
Another handoff to Jabari.
Craig on the carry.
Trying to look to I see number 20. There he is. Here comes
Gain of 3
Jacob.
brings up 3rd and 6.
Yep. Jabari Craig comes out for Jacob Seiner.
And it's sort of a plethora of riches in the running back room
The
here
depth
for us.
is
The depth is
crazy.
But if you want to have some fun, watch number 20 run. Some of the most electrifying moves I've ever seen in high school football have come from number 20, and see if you can't get it going here with a handoff.
Yep. And here it is. Good job by the defense, dragging him down right away. I mean, 3 straight runs, gain of 7 yards so far.
Wow, and it's
4th and 3 now from the 4.
shocking. Defensively, Pewaukee came out and did exactly what they wanted to do and get a 3 and out, forcing Arrowhead to only attempt a field goal here. 3 runs, very conservative play calling for Arrowhead on that short field, not even attempting to pass.
Cam DeBoer in to kick for the Warhawks. It is going to be good. 3-0 Arrowhead.
And what a surprise weapon, Michelle and Ryan, that Cam DeBoer has given this team. In that win against Nina, I believe he had 2 field goals over 45 yards.
Yes,
that
I
really,
think one was a 48.
47, 48, 45, I think.
Something like that.
But he has been a really, really bright spot in the kicking game, helping provide that win for us against Nina. So he's been off to a great start this season kicking. What do you guys think about those 3 play calls there to start short field? I'm surprised Arrowhead doesn't take a shot or even attempt a pass play. Content just to take 3 points.
That's a win for Pewaukee.
Absolutely. I mean, it couldn't have gone on a worse start for Pewaukee as
Undefeated freshman team beat Pewaukee 42-0. And Arrowhead's JV undefeated team beat Pewaukee 35-2.
that's great. Our whole program is undefeated this year to start. Freshman off to another good start. JV off to another good start. So
And how are the little Chiefs doing? Coach?
Chiefs are great. Yeah, with Chief Night here. So that tunnel you saw Arrowhead run out, all of the flag football players and the tackle football players in the Arrowhead Chiefs program get to run out to the A. So Lucas is super excited. We got game tomorrow.
That'll be a touchback for Pewaukee. Nice kick there by Evan Wozniak.
Second drive out now for Pewaukee. See if they find some sort of adjustment. Line of scrimmage controlled by Arrowhead's D-line. Pewaukee not known to throw the ball around a lot, but you wonder, have they installed some sort of gadget play, some sort of misdirection, some sort of halfback toss? At some point, you wonder if they're willing to try something different to see if they can't get a spark on this side of the ball.
All right, Benji Weiss gets the snap, and he's just going to run it right up the middle for maybe a gain of 1.
Get a little chip.
Oh, there's a flag.
And it's always, obviously, I mean, this is the old cliche. It's the retaliator that gets called. You had Pewaukee, who was blocking well past the whistle, and Arrowhead was just trying to get him off. And off him, and Arrowhead gets the flag, it looks like. Wait for the call. I believe our refs are mic'd up, which is going to be new.
They were mic'd up in our first game, I think.
We had it last year
They
occasionally,
were not
too.
mic'd up last week.
No, they were not at all last week.
No.
So that's Keith Willingham got the personal foul and gives a first down for Pewaukee. Mental mistakes. See if this is something Pewaukee can capitalize here and get some momentum.
All right, 1st and 10 here for Pewaukee from the 37. Dalberstein hands it off, and again, the suffocating defense is all over the running back right away.
Yeah, you just see the penetration by the D-line. It's just moving the O-line back and establishing a new line of scrimmage. And I think that's something that all the D-line coaches always want you to do. If you can move that line of scrimmage back in their backfield, just kind of reestablish it, it makes it really hard to get any momentum in the run game. So D-line early right now, really doing a good job of exerting their will. First.
Benji Weiss throws it to nobody. Unfortunately, 25 was quite far away. Just kind of fell in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and you can just tell there are certain teams that, just are more run-oriented. And so when you see the pass operation from a team like that, sometimes there's hiccups. And you saw there that pass wasn't close to any sort of receiver. So that's not the comfort zone for a Pewaukee team.
Big play here, 3rd and 10, still early in the game. Dalberstein this time. Incomplete pass again intended to number 25, Colton Wall.
Looked like he had an open receiver there, just off target a little bit. Arrowhead, after that personal foul, was able to make a stand and make Pewaukee punt again.
Yeah, Pewaukee seems to be alternating quarterbacks pretty much every play here. Is that their normal game this season? Do you guys know?
That's a great question. I have not seen a lot of Pewaukee film. I didn't know on their stats if they were...
Yeah, Benji Weiss and Brooks Dalberstein are both sophomore quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
My guess is that they have one more of a running wildcat sort of quarterback, and then on those 3rd and longs, they bring somebody in that has a little bit better ability to throw the football.
Why do they call it a wildcat?
That's a great question. It's interesting. Some of these names you wonder, you just go with it. You never ask those types of questions.
I do.
Well,
You're gonna make something up, Ryan.
in the NCAA, Wildcat is the most common of all the nicknames, of all the mascots. So my guess is there's lots of Wildcats, Kentucky Wildcats, etc. My guess is maybe some school pioneered it, and they were probably the Wildcats.
I'll go with that.
We'll go with that.
Sometimes if you're the first one to call it, and it just sticks, and then that's it.
Nice pass there by Hansen. First down and then more. Ooh, nice move. Great run after the catch there by Logan Crowley. Crowley, the junior, off to a great start tonight and this season.
Yeah, good call by our offensive coordinator after those 3 runs. Hard play fake on first down. Easy throw. It's a nice throw for your quarterback to connect with and get rhythm right away. And Nolan came off a game where he struggled a little bit on the deep ball, so I'd like to see him get some confidence and get some completions under his belt.
Logan Crowley coming into this game with just over 100 yards receiving.
And another high percentage throw there to build that confidence as well. Quick screen play, good yardage on first down.
Okay, my prediction was close, but it was not an NCAA team. It was a high school team, popularized the Wildcat formation in the late 1990s. The La Center Wildcats out of Washington State.
Great critical thinking there, Ryan. You use your prior knowledge and inferred. So that's great.
All right, Jabari Craig's got the ball here, and he's got a gain of about 4 on the play.
Okay. Pewaukee's defense really playing well. It's another 3rd down for Arrowhead. Did not pick up the 3rd down last possession, settled for a field goal. See what they have dialed up on this one.
All right, 3rd and 4. Hansen's in the shotgun. Jacob Seiner behind him. And it is a handoff to Seiner. Seiner's juking to his right. He's going to get the first down and more. He's loose. That's going to be a touchdown, Arrowhead. Seiner takes it all the way. Great play.
And that's a good example, Ryan Michelle, of what he has that some other people don't. It's that ability to jump cut, to move, to get out of initial stop. He bounces it out, he has a vision, and then once he's in the open field, there is very few people that are going to catch him.
That vision and instinct.
You think you have him corralled, you think you have him surrounded, and then you blink your eye and he's gone. Michelle, I think this is time where you start singing your Jump Cut Hero song.
The Rock Fan of the Game is a unique experience for our young Rock fans. This unique experience is auctioned off at our annual Arrowhead.
I'd like to see how many runs over 40 yards he has. It seems like he's racked up quite a few already this year. I don't think there's anybody in the state that's more explosive at that running back position than Jacob Seiner.
All right, we'll have the interns look that up for us.
And that's sort of the track star mentality that offense can play with. It can spring for a touchdown in a blink of an eye no matter where they are in the field.
Great special teams play there.
Great special teams play, and then you couple that with just an outstanding defense. And it doesn't take long for the eye test to say, yeah, I can see why Arrowhead gets that #1 ranking in the state of Wisconsin.
Is this the year it all comes together?
Lots got to go, their way. I mean, it's a great conference that they're in. Just to even win their conference, I think the last 3 years there's been a tie for the conference champions in the Classic 8, which just speaks to the level of play here. And there's just great football all across the state of Wisconsin, so it'll be exciting. There's a new playoff system this year that I'm excited about. Good run by Pewaukee on first down. After week 5, they're going to, sort of like the college, they'll have an update on the rankings in the state and what regions they're going to break down. So you kind of be able to, after week 5, to kind of follow along and see where your team's at in terms of the playoff. And they're trying it out. It's a new thing, so something to look forward to in a couple weeks. But we got a few games here before then we got to take care of.
All right, 2nd and 3 here for the Pirates. And the QB is going to take it himself. This one is Weiss again. He's going to be stopped short of the first down marker, bringing up 3rd down.
Yep, and who's waiting for him is number 0.
Brendan Foley.
I always like that when coaches say they have a nose for the football. But I think there is something to it. There's some people that just seem to find where that ball is and have the ability to get in there and make those plays. And none of them better than Brendan Foley. As a junior, was an all-state player. The last person to do that as a junior was Hunter Waller at Muskego, who went on to play at Madison and is now in the pros. So that's high company that Brendan Foley keeps. And another guy that deserves a lot of credit for that defense, maybe gets overshadowed a little bit by number 0, but he's not far off in number and play. Number 1, Ethan Curley. He is a very, very good football player as well, playing that overhang outside linebacker, and you can see just in that tackle there, gets his nose in the play all the time too. Pick it up, Ryan. No. Another 3-0 by the Arrowhead defense. 10-0 here in the first quarter. Arrowhead would love to just put that foot down on the gas pedal and not let up. Continue to have this fast start on both sides of the ball. Nothing going there.
Nettles on the carry. Gain of 2.
You see Ryan Hyman out wide for us at the bottom of the field here. Take a look at the cushion that this corner is going to give him. There's a reason for it. He's going to play 10 yards back, and he's going to be backpedaling immediately. Scouting report for Arrowhead. If you're a defense facing him, you cannot let 24 get behind you.
All right, 2nd and 8 here. Hanson's waiting, and he's looking to throw. He overthrows Nettles. That'll be 3rd and 8 coming up here.
A lot of sort of sideline to sideline throws, short throws. Arrowhead has yet to really kind of stretch the field with their passing. 3rd and 8. They're going to need to pick up a decent chunk here now on 3rd down. See what kind of play design they're looking at now. Plenty of time.
Oh, Crowley overthrown just a skosh.
Complete.
Just a little off the mark.
Intended for Crowley.
I think before the West game, Nolan was right around that 72, 71 completion rate.
He had the first half last week. He had some incompletions.
Yeah. So
Looked
just-
a little bit like tonight.
Just a little off as of late.
Returning for the Pirates. Colton Wall.
All right, low snap, but
Ooh.
handled nicely. Wozniak gets it off just in time. Takes the Arrowhead bounce.
Oh, yes, it does. Look at that.
All the way inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Nice punt there. Great job, Wozniak.
You're just looking at on the season now, he's coming in at about 64% completion. So trying to get that completion percentage up, make those throws. Arrowhead defense got backed up again. Look for number 1, number 0. It's unleashed here. That's dangerous to go in the end zone. Gets the ball off. It's on target and caught. Uh-oh.
Pass complete.
Arrowhead player down. It is number 0. It's up walking. Good sign. So
Pass complete to Colton Wall. Good for a first down.
Pewaukee's quarterback did a nice job of getting rid of that ball, put it in on the target, and gets some room out of their own end zone as Brendan seems to be walking off just fine. I don't see any trainers around him.
Charrington with a pretty powerful run there. Just kept going through and gained
And
maybe
0
7
comes back on the
yards.
field as Arrowhead faithful.
Breathe a sigh of relief.
Yep, absolutely. So
Another run, but another nice job at stopping them short of the first down.
end of the first quarter.
All right, that's the end of the first quarter, and we are going to turn it down to our sideline reporters, Ava and Piper.
We are journalism students here at Arrowhead, and we are so glad to be here and provide coverage for the game.
Please visit
Yes, we are so looking forward to the rest of this game and hope you all are too.
So, Ava and Piper, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, fabulous. What is the vibe like in the student section compared to other games this year? What do you guys think about that?
The vibe is electric today. We have so many more people than normal, and everyone here is so hyped. What do you think, Piper? Everyone is psyched up.
one another swiftly yesterday at Muslingo.
Yes, definitely going to be a great rest of the game.
Awesome, wonderful. Okay, folks, say thank you to Ava and Piper. And Ava and Piper, we will see you all after the second quarter.
See ya later.
There's a drone. This guy up here that has to leave. Here we go.
Ooh, well, this is a first for me here at Taraska Stadium. The officials are asking everyone in the stands to please call off all drones in the area.
I believe that is one of our own trying to get film, but it must have been in some restricted airspace.
Yep.
So
Can we talk about the plane from last week that had to have been in restricted airspace?
Yeah, that was crazy. we got buzzed by a.
well, I mean, when you are the number one team and people are trying to get any sort of advantage in scout reports, so we'll
All right, 3rd and 3 here, and
nowhere to go.
Great tackle there.
Nice in the carry.
Tristan Seidel, I believe.
Yeah, and here comes the punt team. So again, Arrowhead's defense, besides the penalty and besides the pass play out of the end zone, have not given up a first down. So 2 first downs only for Pewaukee. Great job. But on the same side, it's only 10-0 as Arrowhead's offense has gotten stopped a few times here as well.
All right,
Good fair
Ryan
catch.
Hyman, wisely, I think, called the fair catch there.
So I'd like to see their offense sort of match the intensity the defense is playing with. A little bit inconsistent here. A couple missed passes. A couple runs that haven't got off to a good start besides the electric run by Jacob Seiner. Their offense has done just very little here. So I'd like to see them get out and put a 10-play drive together and sort of start exerting their will on the offensive line of scrimmage. Especially with the cushion with Ryan out there, I'd like to see just a quick hitch and then let him use his speed. So take what the defense is giving you. A couple yards.
Center of the carry. Gain of 3.
All right, 2nd and 7 here. Hanson looking to throw.
There we
It's
go.
to Crowley. Nice catch, first down across the 40 to the 36.
And no one's showing off that athleticism. He's not going to be a dual threat quarterback. He's not going to be beating you with his legs downfield. But what he does do a nice job is move out of that pocket, and he throws a strike on the run. So he shows great athleticism and being able to hit that target while moving. He had a throw last week, I thought, on that 4th down where he kept the play alive, moved around the pocket, and he had an elite throw to Jackson Brunner to keep that drive alive at a critical time. So he definitely is a good athlete and can move around and throw that ball.
All right, 1st and 10. Hanson hands off to Seiner.
Pick up
Gain
a
of
first
9
down.
or 8 yards there, just trucking right down the middle.
Brought down by Reed Carey.
All right, 2nd and 2 here for the Warhawks.
Yep. Not in a hurry at all. Arrowhead's content to let this clock play. The clock seem to play down. They're not playing with any sort of tempo.
Another run by Seiner, rolling to his left, just powering over everybody. It takes 4 Pirates to drag him down.
On the carry. Good for another OAW. First down.
It does take 4. I wonder where our red jerseys are. Like most of the white jerseys around Jacob is our other red jersey you're kind of watching from afar. So sometimes it's hard not to watch Jacob, but if you're a player right now, I would probably want you looking for opposing team to block.
All right, 1st and 10 now. Another signer run, this time more of an electric burst. Blocking was happening as we get near another 1st down. 2nd and 1 coming up.
And you might see as we get into the later part of this half, some of those guys going both ways in that D-line, O-line. Arrowhead starting to be able to get a little bit more room running now as they're sort of exerting their will on the offensive front.
All right, Hanson's going to throw up the middle. Ooh. 3 Pirates were defending Crowley, and it was just over his arms.
Yeah, it was a dangerous throw. It still got through. Crowley had his hands on it, thought he could have came down with it, but I'm sure the coaches were holding their breath a little bit as Nolan tried to thread the needle there between 3 Pewaukee defenders. 3rd and short. I like the play call taking a shot, but you want to make sure as a quarterback, the number one thing you want to do is make sure you protect the football. No turnovers.
All right, 3rd and 1 here for the Warhawks. And it's going to be Signer again, and he's got the 1st down. He kind of dove over the defender.
A little bit of a somersault there.
Yeah, somersaulted over the defender. And Signer's going to take a breather. Jabari Craig has come in to give him a breath. 1st and 10. And it's going to be Jabari. Just running up the middle, gain of maybe 4. Nice job breaking a tackle and just powering through. It is 10-0 Arrowhead. 2nd and 5 here with 7 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Arrowhead looking to tack on some points and kind of blow this game up a little bit. And it's a nice nifty pass. Oh, just overthrew him. Trey Euler, the tight end, was wide open.
He was, yeah, he was.
Yeah, Nolan had a little pressure in his face, so caused that ball to sail a little bit. Tough throw to make. But yeah, Trey was wide open, had me faked out, faked the run and then tried a little pop pass over. And
was that the Trey that was in your class today?
that is the sophomore Trey, yeah.
Okay.
His brother was a very good tight end at Brookfield East.
All right, let's try again. 3rd and 5. This time it's going to be a run. Signer's got it.
You're going to be down short. 1st down for Jacob, but down at the 1-yard line.
Gain of 8, good for another OAW 1st down.
All right, Trey Euler checking back in.
Yeah, Trey's got a great frame for a sophomore.
Yeah, there are a
The
handful
coaches
of
are-
sophomores that get in the games.
Coaches are really high on his athletic ability, and they're just kind of waiting for him to sort of really understand the playbook and understand playing at a varsity
Got
level.
it.
Touchdown, Jacob Signer.
But he's going to be the next one to kind of look for as he starts to get more varsity experience.
That long touchdown sponsored by GFL Environmental. GFL is a proud anchor partner of Arrowhead Athletics.
Good drive by Arrowhead. Little mix of throw and run. balanced offense, marched it down. It wasn't a big strike, but a lot of positive plays ending in the pay dirt. So that's a great drive to extend the lead now to 17-0 as the extra point is good. With 6 minutes, 22 seconds left in the half. Remember, Arrowhead deferred, so they'll get the ball starting the third frame.
Rock fans, please join us for the fifth quarter, sponsored by Pearson House Harvard. Kicking off the Warhawks, and then Wozniak.
All right, return for the Pirates across the 20,
Nice
but
tackle.
barely.
Flags come out.
Fully on the tackle.
Looks like something away from the
Brett Seltzer on the return.
kick was happening. Looks like Ethan Curley was tangled up with something, as it looks like the refs were throwing the flag at him.
There's 2 fouls. Who's on the return team? Holding, number 68. That penalty is declined. Lincoln Locker back, number 35. That penalty is accepted. Goes from the end of the run. End of the run. It'll be a first down.
All right, so that will push Pewaukee back toward the end zone there.
Score update with McGuanago and Oconomowoc, as Classic 8 fans are keeping an eye on that one. McGuanago is up 14-0 on Oconomowoc in the second quarter.
Who do we have next week?
We have Muskego
Muskego
at
and
Muskego,
Muskego.
so we got a 4-game stretch that is going to be pretty tough.
Another great tackle. I believe it was Seidel.
Carrington on the carry. Foley on the tackle.
Oh, Foley. Good job, Foley.
And Elrod.
Got Muskego crossover with Hamilton in there. You got McGuanago thrown in there. So start ratcheting it up at this time of year. Some good football ahead, but some good football still going on here at Arrowhead Stadium here, and 17-0 Arrowhead. 5:42 left in the second quarter.
Yep, and don't go anywhere at halftime, folks, because we are going to have the Chiefs come out on the field. Is that right, Andy?
I believe we have the Hawkettes are going to start, and then the second and third grade, fourth and fifth grade, sorry, first and second, third and second and third and fourth, whatever, they're all of them there.
Who's on first?
Who's on first? They're all going to be running out there.
Proud supporter of Warwick Athletics.
There's a lot of youth flag football members that are gathering near the concession stand right now, unwatched by their parents. paddles involved this year. I gotta hold up a paddle with my team number, and then we're supposed to run out there like ducklings. And I wore flip-flops.
That sounds like you.
I wore flip-flops, so my run is not going to be much of a run. I'm calling it now. I guarantee there's going to be some kids that are tackling each other on the field. They're going to be running out there, and then they're just going to start wrestling. There'll be a wrestling match that will break out. I warned some of the Hawkettes. I said, you better get off the field quickly because there's going to be some amped up flag football players running out towards you.
All right, 2nd and 10 here, Pirates ball. Another just great defensive play there, controlling the line of scrimmage. Charrington just running into a wall every time.
And you know, it may not look like a lot, but that yard he gained was really impressive because there was 2 Arrowhead players. They had him wrapped up 2 yards in the backfield, and the running back continued to fight and gain and move forward. So you can just see the grit and determination. Even down 17-0, this team does not quit. They're still running hard, still playing tough, but still facing an uphill challenge with this defense.
All right, 3rd and 8 here. And it's going to be a
Rolls
roll.
out, tries to pick it up with his feet, but
Going to be well short there. Domberstein gained maybe 4, but
Brings up 4th and 5.
yeah, 4th and 5 here on the 18. This is going to be a punt situation, I'm sure. Ryan Hyman back near the A to receive.
yeah, 4 minutes left. The old double up is what Arrowhead's looking for. If they can get any sort of points now.
Okay, that is a big flag there. That's going to be on
That's
Lucas Palmeter.
Yeah, Lucas
Lucas, my apologies, Lucas.
might have been in a little hot water with the coach staff during the week, and this is not going to do him any favors as it looks like he
Flag on the play.
is going to get a personal foul.
Yeah, just a little bit of shoving, but it was after.
I'd like to hear what they're going to
Whistle.
call. I know they're trying to take some of these blindside hits out of the game, some unnecessary roughness, trying to remove that. And yeah.
Yeah, illegal blindside block is the call.
So if the tackler doesn't have eyes on the blocker, you can't just come up and hit him. And to be honest, that block was nowhere near where the football was. And so it was just unnecessary. It cost the team 15 yards. There's no need for it. And I'm sure the coaches are addressing that with Lucas.
All right, so 1st and 10 here from the 45. Hansen hands it to Signer, rolls to his right, finds a hole, and he's loose. He is gone. That's going to be another touchdown. Explosive speed from the senior.
Hat trick for number 20. 3 rushing touchdowns today. And you can just see sort of that back breaking a little bit as Pewaukee's defense played very well in the opening parts of this first half. But having to be on the field offensive, defensively, at some point it just wears on them and those holes are starting to part. And when you give 20 any sort of daylight, it's going to be a long night.
Good hold. No good kick, though.
Chalk that one up for another run play over 50 yards.
Yep.
For
55, I think.
For our interns that are compiling those stats.
All right, so it's 23-0. Arrowhead has the lead. 3:41 to go in the second quarter.
Kicking off the Warhawks, Evan Wozniak.
That's interesting.
I love it.
Song choice, I like it.
I feel like William Contreras is coming up to bat. For those who don't know, this is his walk-up song.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. Kick by Wozniak. Gonna be a touchback.
.341 again. What you like to do, and I mean, this is going to sound a little disparaging, I guess, towards Pewaukee, but as a coach with 341, I believe you get to a certain threshold, it's a running clock then in the second half, no matter what happens in the second half. And be able to hold them here, get a chance to maybe put some points on and see if you can't add to that first half and see if you can't then make way for some other players in the second half. Not to say this game's over by any means, ladies and gents, but Arrowhead would love to continue to put that gas pedal down and get as many points in this first half as possible. Full start.
Oh, that's a false start on Pewaukee. That's going to be a timeout, Pewaukee. Pewaukee has one timeout remaining in the half.
A proud sponsor of Warhawk Athletics.
Okay, here we go. First and 15 here.
Pass play screen.
Yeah, nice pressure there by Ethan Curley.
Incomplete.
Brendan Foley there waiting to make the hit on Charrington if he would have come up with it.
Yeah, with that incomplete pass, you stop the clock. At some point, you maybe just want to try and keep this clock rolling if you're Pewaukee.
Second and 15 here. Charrington run right up the middle, nowhere to go.
Change on the carry.
That'll bring up third and 15.
First charge timeout, the half. Arrowhead.
And Arrowhead calls timeout.
Okay.
3:30 to go in the half.
Yeah. You gotta stop here on third down. Have some time left. Remember, Arrowhead will get the ball to start third quarter. So they're looking for a chance to really blow this one wide open here.
Just some scores from around Arrowhead. The girls' volleyball team. Oh boy,
They
it's
swept
scrolling.
Slinger last night.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was looking for who that was. Slinger last night, big win there. Boys volleyball, a couple nights ago beat McWanago, 3-1. Varsity soccer's off to a good start. They just beat McWanago as well. And here's the play.
Yep, third and long. And
Oh, yes! He ripped it loose!
recovered by Pewaukee. Oh, it was in the hands of number 6,
Yeah.
Lucas Pullman, but he was thinking score instead of dive on there. I think he was trying to
It's
pick
for
that
like
up
the
and get in
football
end
game
zone.
live stream. What are you
Thank
gonna
good
look
for that
beyond?
personal foul earlier. But as it sits, it's a
We're not on
loss,
it.
and Pewaukee's going to be punting out of their own end zone again. Arrowhead looking at a short field with 3:16 left. They take their second timeout. Looks like the Brew Crew went up 3-0 early in the...
Yeah, the Brewers are up 4-0 now, I believe, actually, with only getting one hit.
Oh.
Got the bases loaded, got a walk, and then a hit, and then we'll try to make the throw out at home, hit the runner.
Could use a couple more wins here to continue to hold on to their lead. What are they up 5?
Yes.
And
Okay,
a short
nice
kick.
nice short kick there for Arrowhead.
Takes a friendly roll for Pewaukee. Still going to come to rest before the 40-yard line. So Arrowhead's going to set up on their own 38-yard line. 3:08 to go.
All right, 1st and 10 here for the Warhawks, trying to add on to their lead to head into halftime. Hansen's got it, and he's throwing. It's a low throw, but complete.
Inbounds to
Kugler.
the ref really wanted everybody to know he was blowing the whistle. Not once, not twice. And I didn't see a flag of any sort, but it does seem like, are they going to call that incomplete?
Yep, they are. It's going to be 2nd and 10 here.
Okay, well, he had better eyes on it, I guess, and maybe even the better. It does stop the clock.
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. Game clock operator. Please reset the game clock at 3:03.
I feel like he just made that up. 3:03.
All right, 2nd and 10 here. Warhawks ball and the lead. 3 minutes to go in the half and 3 seconds, of course. All right, Hansen's got it. Quick throw to Ryan Hyman. He's got speed and he's got a nice gain before getting out of bounds.
Yeah, good job. And, you know, some people might say up 23, you know, you're still throwing the ball. This is an opportunity to work your 2-minute offense. Opportunity to get some completions under Nolan's belt here, get some confidence.
Also, I could be wrong, but, I mean, running the ball is what they've been doing to get the huge
Yes,
lead.
yes,
I think maybe passing it might be their version of putting the brakes on a little bit here.
That's a good point.
3rd and 4. Hansen once again in the shotgun. He's got it. Handoff to Jabari Craig. Here's a run. That's going to be a first down. Gets to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, with 2 minutes, 42 seconds, you see Arrowhead moving a little bit faster. I wouldn't say that they're playing with high tempo, but they're getting in and out of the huddle there a little bit quicker, get to the line.
All right, Hansen, quick throw. Nice deflection there by Pewaukee. Incomplete. Second and 10 here. Hansen
Little
looking
fake
to
has
throw.
him. He's going to go
Oh,
deep.
he's going deep to the end zone. Oh, just out of the back of the end zone.
Double move, stop and go.
Intended for Hyman.
And again, that's sort of carrying over from last week where Nolan is just missing a little bit deep. Instead of putting that ball up in the air a little bit more, letting the receiver go up and get it or run under it, he kind of line drive that out of the end zone, not giving his receiver a chance to even come down with that. So, again, first year starting, junior.
The arm is there.
The arm is there, the talent's there. It's just getting those reps and getting that feel for game, or live reps, I should say.
All right, this time Jabari Craig runs it up the middle. Ooh.
Is that third down? That they
That
ran
was
it on?
that was 3rd down. Yes. Now they'll bring up
Interesting.
4th.
Kind
And
of setting up for a field goal. Looks like they're just willing to take whatever yardage. And interesting.
Curly to hold. That's on a snap.
I find that interesting. You call those timeouts to get the ball back, and then you sort of kind of give up on trying to pick up a 3rd down and get a score. So willing to settle for a pretty long field goal.
and the kick has the distance, and it is good. Nice
Continues
kick
that hot
there.
streak, and wow, really good job to have a kicker that can be making it from that distance is a really another weapon that Arrowhead has at their disposal.
You don't really see that in high school very much.
Arrowhead's had some really good ones over the years, dating all the way back to the late, or not late, but the great kicker Jeff Budzine over there calling the game. We've had some good ones, and it looks like Cameron Moore is another one that is taking that mantle as a threat as a place kicker. Speaking of threat, I should probably go check on the flag football kids and see what kind of trouble they're getting into. So I will make my way down to halftime. I'll see you guys at the start of the second.
Sounds good. See you later, Andy. Nice far kick by Wozniak. That's going to be a touchback. Once again, things getting a little chippy there on the field. On the special teams units, but no flags thrown. Pewaukee will take over on the 20. At the end of the quarter, we're going to hear once again from our journalists, our sideline reporters, Ava and Piper. They're going to let us know what's going on down on the field, or, I mean, better, more accurately, in the student section, in the bleachers. So we'll hear from them in just a minute. Then, of course, we'll have the Hawkettes, the marching band, and, of course, the Chiefs on the field. Okay, folks, here we go. 1st and 10. Pewaukee's got the ball, and it's a fumble! But he quickly fell on it to recover it. Nice job there by Weiss to catch it after it bounced on the ground. 2nd and 14 here. Flag on the play. Might have another false start here on the Pirates. All right, 2nd and 19 now for Pewaukee. It's going to be a run. Charrington plowing through, getting back to the original line of scrimmage now. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. And that might be it. We also might get one more play. It looks like Pewaukee is heading to the sidelines. So, let's hear from our sideline reporters, Ava and Piper. Are you there?
At halftime, your Warhawks 26, Pewaukee 0.
Okay, we'll see if I can get a hold of them in a second. They'll be back just shortly, I think.
Please welcome the 2025 Marching Warhawks.
And here comes the Marching Warhawks. They've got a great show. We'll check in with Ava and Piper in just a bit.
released in 2018. Take Me Home, Country Roads. It was released in 1971 on his album Poems, Prayers, and Promises. Sing along and take it home, band. Bridget Van Gilder, and Ben Markgraf. Tonight's soloist was senior Chloe Rose on mellophone. The marching marks are under the direction of Jacob Polancic, assistant director Ryan Meisel, and throat line instructor Devin Grabowski.
All right, folks, let's see what's going on down on the field. We have our reporters on the scene, Piper and Ava.
25-26 Arrowhead Hawkins.
All right, Piper and Ava, you are live. How's it going down there on the field?
It is going great down here. We can even feel the vibes from all the way on the field. What do you think, Piper? I definitely agree with that.
All right, now, who's working the camera for you? Is that Eli?
We got Eva!
All right, that is another one of our great journalists. He's our photographer. All right, folks, we're going to check back in with you in a minute. Let's let the viewers watch the Hawkettes perform. We'll see you in a minute, guys.
You might put us back. I think we might go back to us because you said we'll talk to you in a second. So let's think, do we have something we need to say? We lost our videographer. Okay, it wasn't mini Hawkettes, that's okay. It's normal. No, it's normal Hawkettes. But it's okay, no one was probably listening to you. No, that was like, it's okay. No one's probably listening. Everyone's probably grabbing their snacks at halftime, you know, the vibes. We have a sheriff that pulled up, look. We have 3 police officers here. Is that something? Okay, what should we say? Oh, there we go. We can say, like, let's think of a different word for electric. The Hawkettes are on fire. And now the Chiefs are going to come out on the scene. We might need you to hold it again. We're not sure. He might come back to us. We're not sure. I know. We already talked to him. If you want.
All right, Ava and Piper. What's going on down there on the field now? What do we have coming out of that tunnel?
Well, there you go. Well, the Hawkettes are on fire. They just did an amazing job. Now we got the youth Chiefs coming out of that tunnel over there, so get hyped for that. Woo!
All right, thanks, ladies. We'll check in with you again at the end of the third quarter, okay?
Woo! Yeah!
Sportsmanship, fair play, and fundamentals. The program was created a place to learn the game and positive and positive. This year, Lake Country Chiefs are proud to field 14 Pee Wee flag teams, 16 junior flag teams with over 380 young athletes, and 9 tackle teams with over 230 athletes. Every single coach and board member is a volunteer, giving their time and energy to make this program possible for our kids. Tonight, we are proud to introduce the next generation of Warhawk football as both our Lake Country Chief flag and tackle athletes take the field. These boys and girls represent the foundation of our football family, caring for a tradition of excellence and pride. Fans, let's hear it for the Lake Country Chiefs flag and tackle programs. Starting first, Pee Wee Team 1. Pee Wee Team 2. Pee Wee Team 3. Pee Wee Team 4. Pee Wee Team 5. Pee Wee Team 6. Pee Wee Team 7. Pee Wee Team 8. Pee Wee Team 9. Pee Wee Team 10.
They're just running.
With my phone.
Yes, we are live.
I guess Lucas got to throw.
Because I forgot about it. And I was singing to John Denver. Sorry.
Lucas got to try and dunk Kyle in the team.
He missed. All 5 balls.
Yes, we are live.
Well, the kids were excited to run out on the field.
It was a little bit of a log jam there, but once they got free, they were gone.
You forget about that age when you take your eyes off them, and then half my team is crawling up the fence getting yelled at by the AD.
It is hectic down there.
Oh. So, Kyle, how many people were able to successfully hit the bullseye?
A good number. It was some cold water. I don't know. I got a little chilly. And the sun went down too. Right at the end. Yeah.
Well, that's for a good cause.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
What was the dunk take for? What were they getting money for?
Make a wish, I think. I believe that's what I saw. Yeah, I asked Lucas if his dad taught him how to throw.
Well, you missed it earlier when Associate Principal Becky Gordon was under it.
Oh, yeah.
Both Dylan and Lucas hit consecutively.
That's awesome.
So
That's good.
I think maybe he's just taking pity on you.
Yeah,
you
that's
looked a
what
little
it was.
soft, and he said, "I'll spare Kyle this."
Yeah.
Oh, Mom said she saw Lucas and I on the live stream running on the field.
Nice.
Any dominant scores? Alright, I just want to say hi. I don't think I'm going to say this video.
It's a good over. We hit four wide here.
I'll say this.
I'm gonna get close to my buddy pal O'Brien.
The sideline reporting is awesome. I saw Ava and Piper, right? Ava and Piper, maybe. The sideline.
Oh, yeah.
Ava and Piper, right? Ryan?
The new addition to our live stream, our reporters down there.
Yep, having some student journalists on the scene is really going to add a lot to our live stream experience for
Right.
the viewers.
They're killing it.
Can we tell, Ryan, how many viewers are out there? Do we know that, or is that hidden by some sort of magic?
For now, it is hidden, but I'm sure I could figure it out at some point. But
I just would like to know at some point, are we talking to ourselves, or is there actual listeners
Maybe
out
we
there?
are.
We might be up in the millions.
Jump around. We'll see if that can carry down to Tuscaloosa, Alabama tomorrow, as the Badgers are on the road for a big game.
That is going to be a tough one. If they lose, I know I won't be as hurt as you were, Andy, last weekend.
You don't want to talk about it?
Offense just seemed like they forgot how to play.
Alright, well, I think Oklahoma's going to end up being a very, very good team. So.
Okay. What's their quarterback's name?
The transfer, some Minter or something
Yeah.
like that.
He was a force on the ground. He's kind of a big body to try and tackle too.
He's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
He's a good quarterback. Oklahoma's going to be good. Michigan will right the ship.
Maybe not, though. Maybe not. Michelle, do you have any fun stats?
I'm all
She's got
out
a
of fun
scouting
stats.
report.
Did you?
I do have a scouting report.
What was your favorite
I didn't
stat?
understand some of it, but I did get a scouting report.
Okay,
I
there
think
you
your
go.
favorite one, what was the one about the cheese? Moving this
Oh.
guy.
It was like moving a block of cheese.
Does that mean it's easy to move a block of cheese?
I think
Difficult?
so. I
Up
think
for
it's
our
all
interpretation?
Hard to move, I think.
Speaking of hard to move, this ball is moving down the field with no cheese anywhere near it. Maybe a Swiss cheese as he cut through the defense or the special teams unit. And Arrowhead, conveniently, as we talked about before with the deference, starts the game in the second half with the ball.
Yeah, able to capitalize on that nice field goal. Again, Cameron DeBoer has done a great job in his role as a place kicker. I was reminded quickly as I walked by my youngest son, who loves watching football, loves watching Arrowhead football, specifically loves watching number 20, that he has 3 touchdowns. He wanted to tell me that right away, and he does. He has a hat trick first half, and let's see if he can get going again in the second half.
All right, well, here he goes. First play of the half. Gain of 1 maybe for Signer.
Yeah, Pewaukee, that halftime much-needed break, as I said a lot in the first half. D-line is going on O-line. O-line is playing D-line. These guys aren't coming off the field. They're very talented, but that break obviously gave them some fresh legs as they make a nice stand here on the first play of the second half.
Second and 8 here for the Hawks. Hansen waits. And he's looking to throw, rolling to his left, and he's got a man open. Great catch by Crowley. First down to the 46.
Yeah, I really like this wrinkle. We didn't see a lot of play action over the last couple of years with Vance Holtz, but this rollout, does a nice job of attaching to our strong run game. So you run, and then that rollout. And what I liked about that is called that level. It's a levels concept. So you have a short, intermediate, and a deep level there. And so you had that Pewaukee defender come up and try and take away that short route, and Nolan recognized that and went to the intermediate. So good job on him.
Another run by Signer up the middle. Gain of 4.
Arrowhead player down.
Training staff coming out for some medical attention here.
Can't see the number. Can you? Someone on the line.
That line is dealing with some injuries this week. I know their normal center, Andrew Downing, was out this week, so another injured player on the O-line.
But Mitch got a start. That must have been exciting for him.
Looks to get up on his own power, which that was a good sign. They're hobbling off a little bit. Not being able to put a lot of weight on that ankle. Do we have a number? It's 58.
Yeah, Mitch Balicki.
That is Mitch.
Okay, so he's sitting down on the sideline now. They'll continue to give him attention.
Who takes center now?
I'm not sure. I can't see the number yet. Stay tuned. 2nd and 5 here. Run up the middle. Jabari Craig. Ooh, he trips. Gain of 2.
Jabari Craig on the carry.
Looks like it might be Carson McCoy
Yep.
who took over center, I believe. 53 there. 3rd and 4. Gonna be another Signer handoff. Well defended this
Yeah.
time by the Pirates. A loss on the play.
You can see again the explosiveness that he has making one guy miss. But when there's 4 or 5 guys, even Jacob can't get away from all of them. And good stop by Pewaukee coming out of the halftime. They stop Arrowhead on downs here. They're going to have to punt. It's interesting. I didn't see the safety back in that last play, which tells me that they're loading up the box, daring Nolan to throw the ball. And I wonder if our OC will take advantage of that in the future with nobody back deep and the speed that we have on the perimeter. It might be something that they look to try and capitalize on.
Nice job there by Wozniak getting that punt off. Gets down to the 12-yard line.
Comes Arrowhead's defense. I believe they gave up just 2 first downs in that first half. They played really, really well. Pewaukee struggling to get any sort of offense going, as they are again a primary running attack on the offense, but our D-line was controlling the line of scrimmage. Follow 1, follow 0 if you want to know where the ball is. They're going to be flying around. Seniors Ethan Curley, Brendan Foley, vocal leaders on that defense.
All right, 1st and 10 here for the Pirates.
A little reverse.
Little reverse there to number 7.
Positive yards there. Uh-oh.
Arrowhead is signaling that they have it. We'll have to wait for the official call.
It is a turnover.
Turnover, Warhawks.
But it looks like there's a Warhawk down. As there was some extra pushing and again a player down. Sort of a coach's worst nightmare in a game like this where a game starts to get out of hand in terms of score. The number one concern is you want to just maintain your player health. And now back-to-back Warhawks to go down.
All right.
But it looks like he's up and walking.
Good sign.
At 99.
Yeah.
Braden Hansen.
Okay.
All right, so he's walking off.
Safety's up, Andy.
It might have been number
See,
90.
you don't have anybody back as a safety. That tells me everybody's loaded up in the box or around the line of scrimmage.
All right, Hansen's rolling
There it
his
is.
right.
So-
Nice throw to Crowley, I think. No.
Looks like
85.
Jackson Runner has come on and makes some really big plays for this team. He's an energy guy too. You can see he gets up. He's got some personality. It's good to see him rolling. But again, I like the play. I mean, why run into an odd number or what I call the numbers when you don't have enough to block them around the line of scrimmage? You got to get that ball in the perimeter.
1st and goal now from the 4. All right, Signers trying to make it 4 on the night, and he gets it. Touchdown, Arrowhead.
There is a 5-year-old in the stands that is going absolutely crazy. I know Dylan's watching. That's exciting. He got a high five from Jacob earlier, and that made his whole weekend. So good on Jacob. Way to finish it. 32, hopefully 33. That magic number, ladies and gents, if you're paying attention at home, 35 starts that running clock. So Arrowhead's trying to get to that number, not to run up the score, but it keeps the game going faster and sort of protects that safety of both teams.
And that one's going to be in there. Indeed, 33-0 Arrowhead.
DeBoer's been Mr. Consistency as of late. I feel like he's looked really good.
Yeah, it's interesting the development that happens. Remember him freshman year, my last year coaching. I feel like some of his extra points would barely get over the crossbar.
Yeah.
And now you see him booting 47, 48 yarders. And so he's put in a lot of work. I know the coaching staff has worked with him, done a tremendous job. And I was saying during the first half, what another great weapon to have when you can have a reliable kicker, especially make them of that length, will only come into play and be beneficial as the season goes on. You get in those tight games, and you get these confidence kicks early in the season. So good job on him.
Kick's going to be returned across the 10, 15, 20. Oh, he almost broke loose for more. Tripped up a little bit.
Yeah.
And again, we're seeing a lot of chippiness around the field here.
That's what happens. I mean, the score gets away, but as we said, Pewaukee's a very prideful program, and they're going to play hard, but there's some frustration out there, and you start to see it come out on the field. And again, as a coach, this is one of those games where you just want to get through it and get through it without getting anybody else hurt. And you want to get some of your other players in too, and it's always an interesting sort of juggle to get. You don't want to do a fresh hockey change. You don't want to put all of your reserves in because that might be a little bit too much, and the tide can turn a little bit. But you also want to get people in there, and this is a great opportunity for some 2s and 3s to get some reps and get some varsity experience in case they're needed to get called on later in the season.
1st and 10. Nice run up the middle by 0. He finally breaks one loose for a first down.
And I'm trying to look at the defense out there right now. Is there anybody? Looks like we still have all our starters in.
Now, Andy, you were talking earlier about the new playoff formatting. How much impact does the score of a game, the point differential, how much does that impact seeding this year? Because right now it's 33-0. Does it help Arrowhead if they keep trying to score more? Or is it really important to keep the shutout? How much do we know about that formula?
That's a great question. I don't have an answer about the score. So, like, the point system that I was aware of is it's going to be really on who you play. And so you're going to get a certain amount of points for beating, say, a Division I team. And then you're going to get points, so if you beat a team and then they do really well the rest of the year. So, for instance, our win against Nina, and if they go on to have a really good year, will be also added points to us. So it's really about more what quality win did you get, and then how did those teams that you beat, how did they do?
Oh, another turnover there.
And it looks like an escort into the end zone. He's still going.
Ethan Curley, I think, has it, and it's a touchdown for the senior.
I am so happy for Ethan Curley. That is a play that is well deserved for what he's put into this program. And I'm not sure what happened, Ryan Rochelle. Did he just take the ball from him?
Did he just take it from him?
Said, that's mine.
Because they were all standing up, I thought.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. $39-0 Arrowhead.
This is again, an important score that's now going to put us in this running clock. Now, if the score was to go under 35 in the third quarter, it would stop. Once it's 35 in the fourth quarter, it will not stop. So it's something to pay attention to. Again, maybe not a full-on substitution that happens now, but in the fourth quarter, if you start to see that score still over 35, I would imagine you're going to start to see a lot more of those reserve players start to come on the field.
Another nice kick.
Arrowhead is cognizant or aware they got a big road game next week going to Muskego. So if you're Coach Harris and his staff, the goal is to get out of this game healthy, or as healthy as you possibly can. Yeah, I believe they adopted the playoff system from the state of Ohio, which I'm not sure I like, because I don't really like a lot of things out of Ohio. But it will be interesting. It'll be cool to see after week 5 sort of this running, changing list of rankings, and there won't be some sort of weird computer-generated list that comes out that nobody really knows how it works and what happens. And so we hope to eliminate some of that, those seeding mysteries that happened last year.
All right, well, I'll be optimistic, and I'll say that I think this will be the best export from Ohio since the Wright brothers' first plane that they took down to North Carolina.
We'll see how it goes. Like I said, it'll be interesting. But before that, I mean, it's a stretch for Arrowhead that's going to be really important this season. You got Muskego, you got McGuanago right around the corner, you got the crossover with Hamilton. So all of that accolade, all of those accolades, all of that state ranking, that's all fine and dandy, but it'll be interesting to see now as they start to match up with some more of those Classic 8.
By the way, Muskego's score at halftime was 35-0 against Waukesha West.
Waukesha West, okay. And I believe it was still 14-0 McGuanago over Oconomowoc.
Ooh.
More touchdowns all season sponsored by
Andy, you know, is that one in Muck or is that one?
2 row games. The game right now.
Yeah.
I think it is at Ocon. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that.
I think it is at Oakland, yes. Quote me.
Quote you.
Is JoJo Signer out this week? Have we seen him out there at
I
all?
didn't see him in pads.
Okay.
Right, Michelle? You saw him in dress clothes?
Okay.
Correct.
Nice tackle there. Benji Weiss just had nowhere to run there. The defense is still playing at a high level.
Brought down by Jake Downey.
Back-to-back possessions on defense after the touchdown by Curley.
Yeah.
No rest for the D.
Andy, does it look like they got some of their second unit guys on the
just trying
field?
to look at numbers. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't see 0 out there.
I don't
right?
either.
There's
So,
no 0,
yeah.
there's no 1, there's no 54.
This looks like this looks like that change, and so again, I remember you know as a underclassman being able to get out on the field for the first time, even if the score was lopsided one way or the other, how much that meant, because playing at a junior varsity level, playing at a freshman level, playing at a sophomore level, it's different when you get out on that varsity field, the environment, the atmosphere, and these are really meaningful reps for these young men out there, and it's great to see, and it's a great opportunity for them. A lot of them are probably coming off a Thursday game that they played and won yesterday, so bruised and battered, but they wouldn't want to be anyplace else than out on the field right now. High snap, corralled.
Yeah, Weiss has got some speed, but good stop by the defense. 3 Arrowhead Warhawks combined to take him down.
Likes the ball carrier.
Yeah, and what you're looking for as a coach does that. You expect the same level of intensity no matter who's out there in this defense. Even though not their starters came up with a really nice stop. Really did a good job. And again, if I'm a coach, I'm telling Ryan, you only get to fair catch it. I don't want you running.
Yep.
You fair catch it.
Or just stay 30 yards away
Yep.
from it. That works too.
So I expect there to be a pretty big mass sub there on offense as well. They got to that 35 threshold and calling off the dogs here. No reason to run up the score. Although I guarantee you the D coordinator for Arrowhead is coaching those guys as hard as the starters because he's trying to preserve that shutout. It is a point of pride for those D coordinators. So they're getting coached up there on the sidelines. He expects them to be flying around. So they're going to be coaching hard here in the second half still.
All right, Nettles here with the run. Gain of 4 on the play.
Devin Nettles, the ball carrier.
Great looking sophomore. We talked about the depth of running back room, and again, only a sophomore, but you can see his potential and what he can become in the next 2 years.
Yeah, he had a good game last week.
I kind of see him as a combination a little bit between Jacob and Jabari. He's got that shiftiness. He can make people miss, but he also doesn't mind, putting his shoulder pads down and initiating contact either.
Hanson hands it off to Nettles again. First down this time.
Yeah, a little surprised to see
Nettles, the ball carrier.
Nolan out there still. I know he's probably just going to be
Good for another OAW
handing the ball off
first down.
mostly. I doubt we're going to see him air it out, but I wonder if there's an opportunity that our backup quarterback could get in. Maybe they're just making sure our operations still run smoothly. Second whistle I've heard. I'm not sure who they're communicating with. Oh, nice tackle in the
Great
backfield.
tackle. Yep.
Nettles, the ball carrier. Brought down by Colton Wall.
I think I'll whistle back.
Start giving a little bird whistle.
Well, if you're in the area, folks, remember we're celebrating the 5th quarter out at Beer Snobs in Heartland. Join us. All right, here we go. 2nd and 12. Hanson with the pass, just out of reach of Ben Pressure. I'm sorry, Owen Horwath. Oh, it is Pressure. Okay. 2 14s on the stat sheet. Confused me for a second.
A little shocked. I guess still seeing Nolan in there, still seeing him throw. I guess maybe trying to give these young receivers an opportunity, but you would think they're just going to be content to run it out and keep the clock going.
All right, Hanson to Craig. Jabari Craig in the game. And he'll come up short of the first down.
Yeah, I'm not, no need for a field goal here. I mean, just let the time go and maybe go for it on 4th down, see if you can pick it up with a run. But there's no need to add points or attempt a field goal. I think they'd still be within range of Cameron DeBoer, but see if they can't pick it up. End of the 3rd quarter.
This is the end.
All right, that's the end of the 3rd quarter here. Let's see if I can send it down to Avon Piper in the student section. Avon Piper, how's it going down there? Oh, bummer. Okay, Avon Piper, if you can hear me, your audio is off. I don't know if there's something you can do to fix that. If you want, we can send it back down to you in a minute. Can't hear you. All right, but great to see you both. We'll check back in a minute.
Oh, I forgot about Oconomowoc. So Muskego, Oconomowoc, Mugwanago, Sussex Hamilton.
It's a monster. It's a monster.
Yeah, it's not easy sledding in the Classic 8 as Pewaukee has found out the last couple of years. I'm happy for them that they will be moving to a different conference, and that is not a slight at them. They are a great program, and I think will be much better suited in a conference more aligned with their enrollment size.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Get it off.
4th and 5, and they go for it here.
Get it? Nice.
Yep.
Gain of 7, good for another OAW first
I
down.
wonder do we have JV running backs?
Well, surely
That
they
would
exist,
they
but
want
are
to
they
get
here
in,
and
yeah.
are they suited up? That I don't know.
I mean, I love getting our three-headed monsters some more reps, but 40-0 here, fourth quarter. Time to let the young guys get some reps.
And this one is
Speaking
going to
of-
be in.
There it
House
is.
and you shall receive. Touchdown for Jabari Craig.
Is that Jabari?
Yep.
46-0 Arrowhead.
Well, the good news is we don't have to worry about them getting hurt, pretty much, if he doesn't get touched.
That is true. That is true.
That war touchdown sponsored by GFL Environmental. Green today, green for life.
It's just one of those gamesmanship things I think about as I'm on the other sides. If I'm Pewaukee and I've been hearing Jabari Craig's name all game, and I go, okay.
DeBoer's kick is good. Curley with the hold, Benton with the snap.
I'd say Arrowhead came out and did exactly what they needed to. Hot start on the defense, hot start on offense. Continued it throughout. You'd love for them to maintain that 0 on the scoreboard, but for all intents and purposes, the starting unit didn't give up much. And you kind of take this one and flush it down the toilet in terms of film. I never like to analyze games like this because there's a lot of good things that you do, but there's some things that you get away with sometimes. And you just move on to the next week. You get focused on the next game, celebrate this for 24 hours, and then you're moving on. You got a big stretch of games for Arrowhead. You took care of business tonight. You tip your cap to Pewaukee, what they're doing. They move on. I think they have Waukesha West next week.
DeBoer kicks off this time. It's going to be returned. Across the 10, 15, nice. Swarm there
Yeah.
by the Warhawks. Good job by the special teams.
Still 5, 6, 7 red jerseys around the ball carrier, which you love. Not giving up. I see the sidelines are still engaged.
Kenner hanging with the tackle.
You worry sometimes if people are sitting around and laughing and joking, but I see the coaching staff has them. The offense looks like they're watching film, getting coached up. Good job for the staff, keeping everybody focused there.
Yeah, I mean, there's still 10 and a half minutes to go in the game. Lots of great opportunities for people who don't get as much playing time, like you mentioned, and you never know when they're going to
Absolutely.
be called upon.
Yeah, still a long season. Never know when your number is going to get called, and so meaningful reps here with 10:05 left.
All right, run by number 2. Nice move there to get in the open field. First down, Pewaukee.
Liam Rhodes on the carry. Brought down by Sam Green.
Sam Green, and good to hear his name in there.
Do we know Sam Schneider's timeline for?
It's not this season.
No. Okay.
He's hoping to be back for lacrosse,
Okay.
or should be back for lacrosse, is what he told me.
All right, good stuff there by the defensive line.
But
Loss on the play.
To hope, I think we might be getting back one of our receivers here in the near future. We're hoping Senior Harper Hughes can get back on the field, as he's missed a couple weeks here. I know he's itching to get back out there.
All right, QB run here. Nice speed burst, nice turn by number 4. He's loose across the 50.
Benji Weiss on the carry.
Number 4 Pewaukee had a nice run and just kind of pointed up to our student section, waving them. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it.
Yeah, see how much speed there Benji Weiss has. Just kind of shows you how great the defense has been doing all day containing him, because we haven't seen him get loose like that at all.
Yeah, like I said, you know, once this season unfolds, I still think Pewaukee has a really good chance of making the playoffs based off of sort of the way it unfolds. And they got those 2 non-conference wins early on. Pick up a win or 2 here, and they should make it based on the quality schedule. Like, they play teams like Arrowhead, who Muskego, Pewaukee, who get points there, and they could be a really good team in that D3 and have a deep playoff run. So seeing those athletes out there now, like number 4, you hope to see them be able to have some success in the playoffs if they can make it.
All right, Dauberstein waits for the ball. Hands it off to number 2. Gain of 1 on the play.
And that swarm again, you see him flying around. I love it.
Rhodes on the carry.
The clock continues to tick. We are at 6:45 to go in the game. Should be running clock the rest of the way, which has been for a while. Dauberstein looking to throw. He airs it out down the middle.
Open.
He's got a guy open. 13
What a
with a
play.
nice catch. Dragged down inside the 10.
Nice play.
Okay, not really dragged down yet. They're just
Good throw.
standing and huddling.
And you see that difference, you know, having a little extra time to throw can make an accurate throw, whereas before you had number 0 in your face. You had Tristan Seidel in your face. So able to show off the arm a little bit. See Arrowhead, I like to see a goal line stand here, see if they can't get tough here down by the end zone. Make a nice tackle.
Yep.
Carrington on the carry. Jake Downey on the tackle.
So we're hoping this fast start today travels down to Muskego next week. See if they can't keep that momentum going.
Number 37. Let's lead the game with 1 player.
We're gonna need that defense. That defense, they say, usually travels keep an eye on, I think, our offense. How does our running game stack up? And I think Nolan is getting great experience, but I think his completion percentage and making those passes are going to be the key to the game next week. Is he able to connect and find his receivers? I don't remember having any deep shots today. We weren't really taking any deep shots. They really focused on the running game.
A proud partner of Warrock Athletics.
Andy, when you played, were you someone that fed off the home crowd more, or you like being kind of the villain on the road?
It's just sometimes it's the routine of being at home. It's I wouldn't say necessarily the crowd atmosphere, but not having to get on a bus, being able to go home and get a snack and come back and just have the comforts of not having to travel, I think really plays into it, because not that it's a long bus ride, but it's still, you have to get on a bus, you have to sit there, you're hot, you're sweaty, you get to a opposing locker room and it's not necessarily always the most advantageous. So it's just kind of dealing with those things. That was always sort of a pain. But once the game started, it didn't really matter home or away, I don't think. Now basketball, smaller arenas where the crowd noise can really
impact the...
All right, Charrington's got it. Oh wait, no, that is not Charrington. That is Weiss. Touchdown Pewaukee. First points of the game, 47-6.
But I would say besides Arrowhead, in terms of having fans come out and loud and a great atmosphere, and as much as I hate to admit it because they're our rivals, Muskego is a great football atmosphere.
Yes.
They pack the stadiums. It's one of those places where I feel the community has really embraced the culture of sports in Muskego. They've had a lot of work done in terms of the scoreboard that they have there. It's almost standing room only. If you don't get in at a certain point, it's almost like the whole community kind of shuts down. So, yeah, it is a tough environment to play in terms of the atmosphere. So it'll be a great atmosphere. That's going to be a great Wisconsin high school football game next Friday down in Muskego. So hopefully a lot of Arrowhead fans can make that trek over there to try and lend their support to the boys.
Yeah, their community is very active when it comes to sports. I remember when we were there for basketball last year, their crowd was packed, they were loud, and it made a really difficult environment for us to be able to perform.
Yeah, they're very similar to Arrowhead, where they're good in a lot of their sports. They take pride in it, whether it's your football, your girls, basketball, boys, soccer. So they have become a great rival for Arrowhead, and I know talking to coaches in the past, that wasn't always the case. They weren't always sort of that powerhouse in certain areas 15, 20 years ago. So they've done a really good job of building up their program there, but we sure do like our program here at Arrowhead too. So a good test next Friday.
Those rivalry games are always fun too.
Absolutely.
It doesn't take much to wake up for those games. You're ready to go. You almost don't want to lose more than you want to win. Like, you want to just get after it.
And if for whatever reason Muskego had Arrowhead's number for a number of years, they just couldn't get over the hump and beat them. And when I was on the varsity staff, I had never beaten Muskego. And it was these seniors, when I was coaching them as a freshman, that finally got my first victory over Muskego, and it was a great feeling to kind of get over that. And these guys, they know how to beat them. They haven't. I don't think they have lost to them in their high school career. The seniors.
All right, 1st and 10. Hansen still playing QB, waiting for the snap.
Does somebody want to check? Do we have a backup quarterback? Because I could probably give a few reps. It's been a while since I played, but I could probably get down there and hand off if they need
I could
that.
hand it off. I could do that. Put Ms. Verkler in.
if they're looking for it, we can find somebody.
Xander Rahibi on the carry.
Xander Rahibi with the carry. There we go.
Xander, another
First carry of the game.
senior, part of that tremendous class. Played running back for me when he was a freshman, so he should know how to carry the rock.
Well, there he goes.
As he almost fumbled it.
No.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Okay,
Love the Rahibi family. They're great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when Michelle goes and plays quarterback, I'm just gonna stay up here and watch if that's okay.
Michelle, we'll be waiting for you to call an audible.
See the
yourself a
ambulance,
chance
see the
to
ambulance,
go deep.
Michelle?
Yeah.
Michelle,
Omaha.
see the ambulance is getting
That's
ready
for me.
you?
That'll be for me.
Rahibi again. No gain on the play. Oh, I take it back. He did get it. First down. Way to go, boys. First down, and this clock keeps ticking. We're at 2:45 to go in the game. 40-point lead still. 47-7. Arrowhead has the lead.
Now, Andy, how does the play clock work in high school football?
I believe it's 35 seconds.
35 seconds. Is it which official kind of keeps track of it? Do you know?
So it'll be the one right in front of the quarterback. And so in something like this, we'd always tell the quarterback to wait till he starts to move his arm. So he'll count down the last 5 seconds.
Gotcha.
So you want to during that clock, is it 40 or 35? I forget. It might be 40 in high school. 35 might be the pros. But yeah, so you want to wait until that guy
the official that's right in the middle.
right in front of right in the
Yep.
middle there. You're gonna wait, and usually the quarterback would wait and see him start moving his hand
Yep.
to indicate the play clock is down to 5 and snap it.
Rahibi with the carry again. Rolling to
Bouncing
his right.
outside.
He's got room to run. He's loose.
Oh!
Go Xander!
Great
Big
run.
gain on the play. 32 yards.
Yay.
35-yard run. Good for
Awesome. And at some point, you might be able just to victory a couple of these. You know, I don't even know if they have to start running plays anymore. With that
Yeah.
first down pickup, you can probably just go to that victory formation and
I
2
think that's
snaps
exactly what's
and
gonna happen. Yeah.
I'd like to see them do that. There's no need because what you don't want is for him to pop one and get in the end zone.
Okay, this is number 1 running. I'm not sure who that would be because
And
it's not listed, but. I doubt they put Ethan Curley in the run.
Puskas on the carry.
Dylan
Oh, there we
Puskas.
go.
I have him in class.
Dylan Puskas, number 1. Okay, wonderful. Sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Dylan again. Nice move.
Puskas on the
First
carry.
down. There we go. 30
That
seconds
should
to go. That
end
should
it.
do
I think that should end it, right?
Yep. There's no need to call another play. So, well, great win. Arrowhead did what they needed to do, and on the road next week, if you can make it out, go support Arrowhead at Muskego. Good luck to the Pewaukee Pirates the rest of their season. Pulling for you guys to make the playoffs and go do some damage and represent the Classic 8.
Yep. All right, folks. Have a great